Hello. So yesterday I mentioned that what my book is about that I'm writing. I couldn't just keep it to myself anymore. And so it is the substance of everything. And I have told you many times that my book is so clear, so so well. I don't know what I can't tell you too much like that right now, but what it is that it is clear. It is this is measurable what I'm finding, and I have a lot of evidence, and I have conjectures, and I am making bold claims, which is provoking to those that to 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 people with strong opinions, basically, which is everyone. Everyone has strong opinions, which means that in a way everyone are provoked, and that means that if there is an awareness, there is a agreement or a resistance to what I'm doing here. And because why? Yeah, because it's clear what I'm like. My statements are clear. I put a lot of time into formulating myself so that you or anyone really can get it how I see things. Because as I mentioned earlier also in some other videos, it's been very poetic, or I mean, it's been poetic. Like I've been expressing myself in a way that is not super clear, but rather a bit like poetic way, because I didn't know how to put it. But this book is an effort to be clear and to be like brutally clear about everything. And so, as I mentioned, this book is for me personally also a test for my surrounding. Um, is there a consciousness at all? Does anyone exist at all? And so, what I find, here's the thing. This is for me a coincidence. Okay, what's going on right now? Because I wasn't aware that the word for substance, which I'm writing about, has a Greek original meaning which is derived from I am. Okay. So that is so fascinating to me, and to be honest, guys, I'm not surprised. This is how much of my interacting with reality is. It's just a perfect synchronicity interaction with reality that I have. So now, when I have stated that my book is a test for consciousness, it is like, you know, you could test AI if it's alive. There's this test for that if it's sentient. So my book, as I've said for many months, is a book about sentience, about like, are people sentient to be provoked of my book, or aren't they? Because it's so simple. The conjectures are simple, so it really itches to just oppose my bold statements, and it itches to try to argue against the empirical data. And what I'm doing is that I'm measuring the all consciousness in a structure where this core substance of everything is measurable. It is not able to hide itself. It is not able. I mean, it is supposed to hide itself. First of all, because A good creation is something that you shouldn't wake up to. You shouldn't be able to see the all-conscious core secret, you see, and that's what I am claiming to have found. And as I said in the last video, it is the unified theory of everything is meaningful. It is so meaningful that it like devours meaning. It devours meaning from everything and makes itself. It puts itself at the top, and it pushes everything down, and says the theory says like this: everything is secondary, I am primary. This theory here, okay, and that's also why it's provoking, so that you will. You will want to argue against it, because why would you allow this? Why would you allow that? And so either or you would agree with it anyhow. For me personally, it's a test of consciousness. I have said that clearly many times, and so now when I see this synchronicity, this is really, I'm really interacting with a mind of everything. Okay, guys, I've been to be honest, I don't want to say too much, right? Because it sounds weird, but I am not surprised that the substance is the I am, you know. I'm not surprised. I'm making some kind of claim that it is linguistic and a linguistic core. What is a linguistic core? Well, a linguistic core is a word. And what is a word? Oh, we're going into the Bible here, guys. And I'm making so many bold claims that they are stacking onto each other, but they are resonating beautifully next to each other also. So you see this I amness into the substance, and yeah. So the reason why this theory is like a test of I am. Wait a moment. Oh, sorry, a bit of allergy here, okay? A little bit of allergy. It's the hazelnut allergy. I have a little bit, like the pollen from that. So the reason why it's a test for me, from me to you, like kind of like that. The reason why it is like that is because I am telling you that there is something good also here. So there are benefits to properly knowing what I'm talking about here. There is a benefit to follow what I'm saying here. The benefit is that it is the it is a wonderful substance, which means that it is something that the soul, I'm just going to say a few things here. The soul wants to bind itself to the substance, okay? And the purest substance will by itself make the soul to its purest opposite, you could say, which kind of makes it beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I just know this. Okay, I don't. But I have a few arguments. I mean, I have empirical data for this combination here of what's happening. I have a lot of empirical data for this. I know what's going on here, so I know this is what's going on, and so the point here is that it's simple. The theory is simple. There's a lot of evidence for it, and I'm being bold, and I'm telling you that it is a claimer of meaning. It devours meaning because it says that everything is about me, like everything is about the substance. Okay, and there is and also while you being provoked of what I'm saying here, I'm also saying that there is a lot to gain from it. So this theory in its simplicity is supposed to pull you into it and make you want to either argue against it or discover its meaning. Okay, so but it is still much time left for me to write on this. I want to make it perfect because there are people that don't want to find a heavenly thing. People don't want to find that because you have a worldview which you 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 you're protecting. You're protecting the worldview from something even better, and that's how it is. And so people will use their brain as usual for evil, and they will argue against me here. Well, like even though their gut is supposed to tell them, oh, this is the thing here, I mean, there should be a gut feeling here, but there really isn't. Some people are not going to have that gut feeling, and maybe even most people, I wouldn't be surprised. So most people are going to have this anger here, okay, about like he's claiming so much, he's and all these bad words, like all the bad words you can imagine, but for me personally, everything is just resonating perfectly, and with how I've been feeling that, like, for me personally, I talked about that. This is an I am test, and the way of succeeding is to acknowledging the substance, acknowledging that there is a substance. Okay, so and when I see this connection to Greek etymology, I am not surprised. It is just perfect, guys. And it connects to, of course, it connects to the Bible, of course. Of course, it does. And it connects to the Word. And I'm making brutal claims here. I am. But I have evidence. This is measurable. I can measure this. It's scientific. This is scientific that I'm doing. I'm able to do it scientifically because the secret of this substance cannot hide itself from me. I see it. And so, originally, 4 years ago, I called this thing the Philosopher's Stone. I saw it from the perspective of the Philosopher's Stone. Now, I have what I would say perfected my own view of this, and I have transformed it into something even better, which holds the Philosopher's Stone within it. It holds the Holy Grail within it, and it holds life and death and everything within it. Everything is in it. Everything, I mean, it codes everything. The substance is coding everything in itself. And so as you can understand, or maybe you can realize here that I'm not able to talk because directly when I do, there's going to be opposition and hatred and bad words, and there's going to be ridicule even maybe, and so I need to I need to kind of push against that proactively by releasing everything at the same time, like a bomb, you know. That's what I need to do, and so that it is unable to, like, no one can, like, from my perspective, I'm going to make it so that no one can oppose it, you know. That's what I'm doing. And so I just some more talk. Um, okay, so the I amness is in this substance some way. See, it's perfect. Okay, so bye bye.